Hey, good evening, and welcome. I'm Julie Leone, and I'm a psychology teacher and a life coach, and I've been teaching meditation in schools for about 30 years now. And I have a sister in the health service, and was just feeling like she was doing all the really hard work. And there was, as a teacher, I'm setting online lessons, but feeling a bit like, what else could I do to contribute? So that's why I've been putting together these kind of meditations, because I know that for lots of people it's quite uncertain time, and lots of things that might be worrying us. So whether we're grown-ups or children, there might be things that are worrying us. So this is tonight family meditation and visualization that we can all do together before bedtime. And I don't know where you are, but it's been a bright cold weekend where I am. So it has been nice to be outside for a little bit of the time. So we're going to just a little bit about meditation. Meditation has some kind of misconceptions. People think you have to sit really like with a clear mind, with nothing distracting you. But the truth is that our mind is full of distractions, and sometimes we have an itch, and sometimes we have a wiggle, and sometimes there's a noise outside the room that's really distracting, and that's really normal. But when we get distracted by our thoughts or our feelings or our body or the outside world, then the practice of meditation is simply to come back to the thing we're focusing on. And the thing that we're focusing on today is a visualization. And a visualization is just an imaginary journey. And I'll be your guide, but it's up to you kind of what you picture and imagine as we're doing that. And the whole way that this works on the brain is that the brain can't always tell between what's imagined and what's real. So if I tell you to think about a pink elephant, the chances are that you can all picture a pink elephant, even though there's no such thing. So our brains are kind of amazing things. And so one of the ways that we can soothe ourselves in these strange times are to kind of imagine happier things. And the way I think about it is we can look into the future and create a scary story of what's going to come. And that's a bit like arriving at a cinema and going in to screen 1 where the horror film is showing. But you have a choice when you get to the cinema, because in screen 2 there's a really happy, cheerful film showing, and you get to choose which film you're going to watch, because the truth is both of them are made up. And just like if we imagine an awful future or we imagine a lovely future, the truth is none of us can know anything apart from where we are right here, right now, at this moment. And so it soothes the brain and the body when we can just imagine ourselves in a really happy place. So that's what we're going to do now. So I'd really like you to, if you're here with your family or here on your own, just find a place that feels really comfortable. Sometimes it's quite nice to do a guided journey lying down. Certainly in somewhere that you feel really snuggly and warm. And it's really nice if you can have your lungs kind of stretched out. So try not to squish up and curve your shoulders or anything, because that just stops you breathing as fully as you might. So just spend a moment now getting yourself comfy. You can have a blanket and a pillow if you want. If you've got any, televisions on or any other noises on, just turn them off. And you might want to turn your phones or any other things that might ping at you, just turn those to silent too. And so then when you're lying down, that's how I'm going to imagine you're all lying down. Then what I want you to do is just shut your eyes. Maybe if it's comfortable for you, just kind of let your legs slightly apart with your feet hanging out to the side and palms facing upwards. So those of you that have done yoga will know that this posture is called Shavasana. If that's not comfortable, you might want to tuck a cushion under your knees or under your lower back. So just find a comfortable position. And of course, if you're a small person, you might want to snuggle up to a bigger person, and that's fine if that's okay with them. So let's just shut our eyes, and we're going to start off just by tuning in to our body. So we're going to start off by focusing on our feet. So give your toes a little wiggle, and when you breathe in, we're going to wiggle our toes, and then as you breathe out, you're just going to let them hang gently. So breathing in, moving, stretching, and then breathing out and letting your toes be soft and gentle. So moving in one more time and then breathing out, letting your feet relax. So then moving up to your ankles, you might want to wiggle your ankles, turn your feet around, rotating your feet, and then exhale and leave your ankles still and soft on the mat. You might want to inhale and point your toes and flex your feet. Exhale, relax. And so we're doing this, so we're starting to bring our attention into our body and away from any thoughts or any outside distractions. So now we're moving up our legs, and our legs got lots of really big muscles. So now we're going to inhale and really tighten our leg muscles. You could do that by stretching your legs out or just by clenching all the muscles. And then exhale and let go as you breathe out. So inhaling, tensing, breathing out, relaxing. And one more time in time with your own breath, breathing in and tensing, breathing out and relaxing. And then moving up to our bottom and our pelvis and our hips and our lower tummy muscles. So as we breathe in, we're going to pull in our tummy muscles and pull up our pelvic floors and maybe clench our bottom, and then exhale and let it all hang out. So inhale, tense, exhale, release, and start to notice how it feels when you soften and release. So one more time, breathing in and breathing out and relaxing. And then we're going to move up to our tummy and our waist and our lower back. So on the inhale, we're going to really suck our tummy and our waist in, and then exhale, just let it all hang out. Breathing in, see how far you can pull your tummy in. Exhale, let it all hang out. One more time, inhaling, pull it all in, exhaling, pull it all out. And then moving our attention into our chest and starting to notice our heart beating. Become aware of our ribs, our side ribs against our arms, and then you can feel your back ribs against whatever it is you're sitting and lying against. So this time we're going to imagine breathing in, really inflating our chest, really making it big and puffy, and then exhale and let it all go. So inhale, biggest breath possible, stretching those ribs out. Exhale, back down again, softening. And last time, so breathing in through the ribs, really expanding your ribs, and then releasing and exhaling. And then bringing your attention to your shoulders and your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your fingers. And we're going to breathe in and really stretch out our arms, really tense them, and then breathe out and let them go all floppy. And breathe in, stretch out, and breathe out, and all floppy. One more time, breathing in, and breathing out, and exhaling. And then we're going to move up to our neck and our head, and just imagine somebody's really massaging your head gently, massaging the back of your neck. And then we're going to get to your face, and on the next inhale we're going to really screw up our face and make a really silly face, and then exhale and relax and soften it like someone smoothed all your worries away. So inhaling, screw up your face, your eyes, your nose, really make a grumpy face, cross face, and then exhale and let it all soften. And one more time, inhaling and exhaling and soften down. And so now just notice how your body is feeling and allow that softness to be there. And then we're going to imagine that a magical part of you is going to zoom out of your body and look down. And so imagine yourself above your body, and if there's other people in the room with you, your family, just picture yourself floating as if you were a ghost or a spirit or an angel or a magical creature, just floating above your family. And notice as you look around what the room would look like from up towards the ceiling, and just kind of imagine what that would be like if you could fly. And then because now you can fly and you're still you, but you might look slightly different in your imagination. You might not be able to see yourself at all, but you can see the room that you're in. You can see how comfortable and snuggled you are. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fly out of where you are, and you're going to fly to the place that's the most beautiful place that you've been to, that's a natural place outside in the perfect weather for you. So you're going to be able to do that by finding a secret passageway. Now, the secret passageway you're going to find somewhere in your garden or in your local park. So I want you to, in your mind's eye, imagine yourself floating either around your garden or a park that you've regularly been to. And you're going to start to notice a tree or a bush or a piece of grass. And as you look more carefully, you start to see that there's a tiny, tiny secret door that looks really exciting and really inviting. And you can't believe you've never noticed that tiny, tiny little door in this place before. And you're going to come down onto the floor and look at that door. And because you're magic now, you're still you, but you're magic, you can shrink to the size of that door, knowing that you can get bigger again anytime you want to. And so you're going to open the door. Notice what the door looks like, the colour of it. You're really curious because you haven't seen this door before. You might notice what it's made of. You might want to imagine what it feels like. But it makes you feel excited and pleased to be opening the door. As you open the door, have a look, because as you look, there's some stairs going down and they're brightly lit. And they might be bright lights or bright colours or bright flowers, but bright stars, but the really bright, beautiful light all the way down these stairs. And the stairs themselves are the most beautiful stairs that you've ever seen. They might be made of gemstones like rubies or diamonds, or they might be made of rainbows. Only you will know, because you've got your special stairs just for your imagination. And it's so stunning, and you can feel that you're excited and you're curious and you want to know what is down those stairs. But you don't want to rush because it's so lovely to be on those stairs. So step by step, you're going to go down, but you're going to all the time look around the walls and notice the light and notice the sparkles. You might want to stroke your hands down the walls. You might want to notice what your feet feel like on the stairs. You might look up and see what's above you. Who knows what beauty there is above you in your stairs? What can you see? It's so stunning, it takes your breath away. And you feel completely safe and also very excited. So step by step, you go down the stairs. And as you get to the bottom of the stairs, the light gets even brighter, like the most beautiful sunshine or the most beautiful colour of snow. Really bright and inviting, and you can feel your spirits lifting and you feel more relaxed and more happy as you get closer and closer to the bottom of the stairs. And as you step out into the most amazing scenery that you have ever seen. It's your perfect, most beautiful imaginary land. It might have mountains or seas, rivers or trees. It might have imaginary animals. It might have grass made of chocolate. It might be better than Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but everything is enticing and inviting. And your breath is just taken away by the beauty of this place. You feel like you imagined yourself into the best world ever. It suits you completely. And so just as you stand there, I want you to really look around. What can you see ahead of you? There is nothing in this world that can harm you. Everything here is friendly and kind and safe. So look around to the side. What do you see on each side? And maybe take a look above you. What's up above you, and look at what you're standing on, what's under your feet. And now really take an imagined breath in. What are the things that you might smell? It might be chocolate, it might be honey, it might be flowers, it might be perfume, but it's a beautiful smell. Your favourite smells. And then as you listen, you can hear sounds. Maybe sea, maybe birds, maybe music. Again, all the things that you would most enjoy hearing that make you feel relaxed and happy and peaceful and safe and excited to be in your magical land. There might even be things that you can reach out and taste, knowing that everything is safe. There might be flowers with amazing fruit that you've never tried, that when you eat them just are like eating heaven and make your body tingle and glow with health. Just have a look around and see if there's anything that you want to taste. And there might be things you want to touch. Maybe there's beautiful smooth textures or velvety animals or really soft fluffy things that you want to stroke, and they're so friendly and so tame and so pleased to see you because they know that this is your imaginary home. So just take time to enjoy yourself in this beautiful place and just notice how your shoulders are relaxing, how peaceful and comfortable you feel, and how nice it is to be greeted by this wonderful place and any creatures that are in it. And then as you've been sitting there for a while, you start to get curious. There's somewhere that really interests you, and it could be that an animal or a creature is leading you that way, or maybe your intuition and your curiosity is leading you. So you follow your lead. You might find a path, you might be walking along by a river, or you might be picking your way through the tracks that your friendly animal is leading you on, but it's taking you to a special place. And when you arrive in that special place, which is, if possible, even more beautiful than everywhere else in your magical land, you can see a box. I'm not sure what size box it is, but you will know because it's a box with your name on. And again, it's an amazing box. Notice what it feels like, what colour it is, what it's made of, what size it is, how heavy it looks or how light. And you look around and it's like the whole of this magical land is smiling on you. Even the trees, the animals, maybe the birds, they're all really happy that you found this magical box. And so with excited fingers, you start to open the box. And inside, you find a gift. And it's not a thing like we might have at home. It's a magical box. So inside, it might have qualities like courage or happiness or hope or health, or it might have a beautiful storybook, or it might remind you how wise you are, or it might have just some beautiful, beautiful, intricate object that feels magical to you. It's something surprising, something that you'd never be able to buy in the shops at home. This is more precious than any money can buy. And it's just for you, and you're delighted to receive it. And as soon as you reach out to touch it, you feel its magic start to work in you, and you become more of yourself, wiser, happier, healthy, more relaxed, at peace, calm, happy, excited. And you can just spend a moment or two looking and touching and feeling and holding this thing. And just really taking your time to look around you at this place and the box and the special hiding place that you found it in. And the amazing thing is that this is always here for you. You can always return, and sometimes there might be a different box, sometimes the land might look different, but you will always be able to find your way to this safe space where you feel looked after and happy and well. So then, knowing that you can come back at any time, you might decide to take the object with you, or you might decide to put it back in the box where it'll be another time that you need it. So that's up to you, but you're going to shut the box. And then you're going to start the journey back to the bottom of the stairs. And you know the way because it's your land. You might go a different route back from the way you came because there might be more things you want to see and smell, touch and taste. There might be magical sounds on the air that you want to stand and listen to. You might want to dance. You might want to roll around on the ground. You might want to just lie down and look up at the sky above you and soak it all in. You've got enough time to do what you want, enough freedom. You might want to play with some of the animals or the creatures, some of the plants. Just notice how happy and free you feel, knowing that this is your place that lives in your imagination. And then slowly start to meander over to the stairs that are brightly lit. They might look slightly different from the way you came down, but you know they're the right ones because you put them there. And before we go up the stairs, just take a look around and really just drink in the beauty and serenity and calmness and peace of this place. Notice the dazzling colours, the succulent smells, the delicate sounds. Make the most of the last taste and the last smell. And just say thank you for this place, for letting you visit and looking after itself so that you can come here again. And then one by one, let's start up the stairs. So remember how brightly lit and beautiful they are. And again, you might want to run your hands up the side of the stairs as you go up. You might want to really pay attention to your feet and how they feel as they go step by step up, higher and higher, until you come to the door that you first opened, which is still ajar. And as you step through, you find yourself back in your everyday garden or your everyday park, just at the foot of a tree or a plant, wherever you first found your door. And you shut the door after you, knowing that you will always find the door again. It might be in a different plant or a different tree or a different patch of land, but that doesn't matter because it's your door and you will always find it. And so imagine yourself now floating up from your garden or your park or your everyday place and floating back up in towards your house and back into the room and look down and see yourself lying or sitting snuggled up, either with the people that you're with or on your own. Just notice how happy and peaceful and relaxed you look. And then snuggle back into your body and just take a big breath. And so let's together just really focus on our breathing. So we're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold 2, out 2, 3, 4, hold 2, in 2, 3, 4, hold for 2, out 2, 3, 4, hold for 2. One more time, in 2, 3, 4, hold for 2, out 2, 3, 4, hold for 2. And now before you open your eyes, let's just wiggle our fingers and wiggle our toes. Maybe stretch out your arms and your legs in a pencil stretch, so arms straight ahead of you, feet pointing down. And then you might want to, if you've been lying down, you might want to tuck your chin into your knees, bring your knees into your chest and hug your knees, and just have a little roll around on the floor. And before we open our eyes, just roll over onto your right hand side. Before you open your eyes, I want you to just spend a minute thinking of all the things that you are grateful and thankful for today. Maybe food that you've eaten, or people that you've been with, or the bed that you slept in. So just spend a minute listing in your head all the things that you're happy to have had today. And then we're just going to set an intention for tomorrow. So an intention is like a wish, where we make a wish about how we're going to be tomorrow. So you might set an intention that you're going to do something that you've said you're going to do, or that you might set an intention for your mood, how you're going to be tomorrow, how you're going to treat people tomorrow, what you're going to eat, something that really looks after you and your family at this time. And then when you're ready, open your eyes and come up to seated. And if you're in the room with other people, then you might want to just give them a hug or a smile. And just to know that that place that you went to is there anytime for you. So I hope you enjoyed the visualization. The recording will go up on my website. So if you go to julieleoni.com, JULIELEONI.com, you'll see a tab on the website that says media, videos and podcasts. And so you'll either be able to see what you've seen today, or if you prefer to listen to the podcast, you'll be able to find that on the website. So that's julieleoni.com. Also, there'll be a page on there of all the future lives if you want to join again. There's a free course that you can sign up for that I put together with Psychologies magazine about how to manage your emotions. And you can email me through the contact page if you don't want the free course, but you'd like to be added to my mailing list and my newsletter. Of course, I am still doing the one-to-one coaching, so if that's something that you feel like you need, but please keep coming to these online meditations. It's a pleasure for me to do, and hopefully you're enjoying them too. So thank you, everyone, and sleep tight. I'm going to end the call now and stop recording. So thank you for being here. Good night.